Hi, this is Stacia, and I'm going to share a training game that I played on chess.com as part of my climb to 1800 on chess.com. All right, so this game is a little weird. Probably won't make a long video. So I opened with one e4, and my opponent was quite a bit lower rated than me. I searched for a few games. I boarded two that were even more low rated. But this opponent is rated 1579 and I was rated 1735 for this game. So e4, c5, the Sicilian defense, and I played d4. So going into another Smith-Morra gambit, hopefully. He took and I played c3. And here he already started thinking. And he came up with this move. D3. Yeah, so I've faced this. I've actually faced this over the board in Parma tournaments. And this is called the push variation. It is a way that you can decline the Smith-Morra gambit. It's kind of a hard move to understand when you first see it, but Black is saying, look, you can have the pawn back, but I'm not going to allow you quick and easy development. Notice with the pawn still on c3, my knight cannot go there. It wants to. And if the bishop captures or the queen captures, both of those are not consistent with the Smith-Morra setup. You know, my bishop would like to be on c4. Well, that's not happening. If you take with the queen, even more so. Queen's just in the way. So it does disrupt the development scheme for white. But, okay, it's just a different kind of game. I do take the pawn here. That's also the main move. And now e5. I'm not sure if this is the right move. I thought they usually played like d6, g6, bishop g7 in these positions. So I'm going to check the opening book here. Yeah, e5 is not one of the main moves at all, which is kind of what I suspected, but okay, it's probably okay in this situation. It's not as dangerous in a true Morra accepted. All right, so knight to f3, developing, attacking the pawn. He played knight c6, defending it, and now c4. And I know this move looks weird, like why would I play c3 and c4? But the nature of the position has changed, and this is normally played in this variation to clear the square for the knight. So I want to get my knight into the juicy d5 square. So I think this move makes a lot of sense. He checked me. And here, I think I should just block with a bishop. I'm going to check with the computer. Yeah, it's the main way to go. You can block with a knight, the computer says. So I guess this is an effort to keep the two bishops. You know, so we have a pretty nasty looking pawn structure, but two bishops, what else? Isn't that what everyone's saying? Okay, so I played this move, which is also fine, and he did trade off. So takes, and I should take with a queen, I thought, because I still want my knight to go, you know, to this lovely square on d5. So I'll check with the computer. Correct. Queen takes d2. All right. Now he went d6. Seems reasonable. Time to get his dark square bishop, or I'm sorry, light square bishop out. Now they usually do go here if they can. And white usually stops it. I'm not sure if in this exact position I care that much about that. But I did stop it anyway. I just thought if he does come here, oops. Like let's say I play knight c3. If he does come here, he's threatening to wreck my pawn, so I have to deal with that threat. It's kind of annoying. Actually, do I? I can still castle queenside here, maybe. Yeah, I probably don't even need to play the way I did. with h3. But I also thought, like, moving the knight just seems weird. Like, where do I go? I could try this. That seems very slow. I could try this, but I could just get kicked away. And then my pawns get wrecked anyway. So, yeah, I just thought h3 was a practical decision. Let's see. It's not one of the main moves. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. In this position. Oh, well, it's the main move. The computer likes it. Top move h3. Okay. Yeah, and it's just, honestly, it's just normally played in this opening, so it jumped out to me. All right. Now, this is very strange. This is where it gets weird. My opponent was playing, fairly quickly until this point. He had, just under 15 minutes on the clock, and same with me, basically. And then he waited like 8 minutes before playing this move, bishop to e6. So I don't know if he got distracted from the game or what happened. I think maybe that's what happened. Then chess.com ticked down. It was like, your opponent abandoned the game, resigns in 10 seconds, and it counted all the way down. And then it just kept going. I was like, what? So I hate it when it's done that to me several times. Okay, so anyway, I have a massive time advantage now. And I was also wondering what is going on with this game. So I castled. I had a lot of time to think about my moves. Castles. He played h6, which I didn't really understand, but now I do. He's preparing g5, which seems, well, kind of annoying, I guess, for me, but not particularly scary when I'm better developed. Okay, so I brought my knight in. He's headed for d5, or maybe even b5. And g5 is played. Okay, so let's analyze this a little bit. I mean, I don't think he should play this way myself. I think he should just play knight f6, because it's pretty annoying to have pressure on this pawn for me. Like, at some point, I'll want to move my bishop and move my knight, and this pawn will not have protection. So, and do I really want my rook on e1? No. So I just like knight f6. I mean, it just controls center squares. He could even maybe trade off this knight. I don't know. But, he played g5. Yeah, and I'm looking now. Computer likes knight f6 the best. Rook c8 is second best, or knight g e7 it also likes. So, pretty interesting. After g5, it says white has a really nice advantage. But, it is a little scary, because I have to at least be careful about like g5 and queen d7 and maybe sacrifices on h3. I mean, I'm better as long as I don't get checkmated. If I get checkmated, yeah, I'm not better. So, okay, I thought the way I would handle this, it does sort of hurry up my plan, because it's like, if I just play slow moves, I think black will play like, well, I was going to say this, but I could take it. So I don't know, what could he do? Well, he might play f5, or yeah, f5 and g4. It could very well happen. So I decided on rook f to d1. My idea is to pressure the backwards pawn on d6. Pretty standard plan, I would say. And I'm not putting my knight in just yet, because I thought maybe bishop f1 or bishop e2, and I would have discovered pressure on there. He went here. Now I was like, wait a minute. Is he going to sacrifice on h3? I was a little nervous about it. So here I played bishop to f1. Computer is saying that bishop c2 is a better move. I definitely thought about that move too. because this could happen. Wow, g4 is the best move. So I thought here I would probably take, and if he takes back, I was planning. Oh, I didn't actually notice that this pin was here now. Jeez. That's not good. So bishop e2 might be warranted here. I wanted to play knight h2. I cannot do that. So that's why the computer wanted this move. Well, I'm a little disappointed I didn't see that. Because I was seeing lines where the bishop goes here. So that should have been part of my analysis when I put the rook here. Oh well. Luckily he didn't play g4, he castled, which seems reasonable. Okay, and now what should I do? Well, I didn't have a chance to do anything because he, like, out of the blue resigned. So I don't understand what happened this game. I suspect he got pulled away from the game, and maybe he kept getting pulled away. I don't know, but so not a very interesting one, you guys, but this is what happens sometimes in chess. But I'm happy to see that the report says I had 90.6% accuracy. My opponent had 44.9%. Yeah, I played all best and excellent moves and one good move. And that had to be bishop f1. So I should have played bishop e2 there. Cost me 10%. But okay. Well, I'm probably going to play another game. But I'm at 1735. That's a pretty nice rating for me. It's very near my best. So, well, wish me luck in the next one. I'll be back soon with more chess. Thank you and bye.